So recently I participated in Brackeys Game Jam and here's what happened. The theme for this year's Brackeys Game Jam was Risk It for the Biscuit. This game jam is 7 days long, but because I have to go to college, I only had 4 days in my hand to complete the game for this game jam. So at first I started to brainstorming some ideas and the first idea that came into my mind was making a gambling game. But then I thought there will be 17k teams thinking the same idea. So I have to do something different. So I thought of a horror survival game in which you have to risk your own life to gain something. So with that idea in my mind, I opened the Unreal Engine 5 and created a project. The first thing I did was just importing the character model and animation such as walking animation, right step animation, left step animation and backward walking animation. And after a bit of programming, you can walk in all directions. And it didn't take me an hour to set up this. After that, it is the time to add the most goated thing in a horror game, torch.
What?
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
So I added the torch which can turn on and off by pressing the E button. After that I imported the monster model and it's pretty scary, right? Then I imported some animations such as the crawling and attacking for the monster. In the day 2, I started to make the monster AI and it took me nearly 3 hours to figure out that what is a behavior tree and how it works. So I added some tasks that the monster will perform, such as the monster will roam around in the map at random points. Second task was it will chase you if you are in the sight of the monster, and then I added a cutscene which took me nearly an hour to set up. So now, if the monster catches you, then it will, I think, kiss you. But here comes the question for what the player is playing the game. Well, for that I thought of a story and here how it goes. The player's father died 3 years ago. A few days before, the player reads something about a time machine which is built by a scientist is hidden in pieces in an abandoned house. So the player risking his own life to get all the parts. Or for my game, the parts are 7 stones, so that he can bring his father back from the dead. With that, the story and the gameplay is sorted. So what I have to do is just build the components of the level. That's why the first thing that I added is a locked door which opens with a key which will be spawned randomly in the map. So the locked door system is working fine. At this point I was thinking about some kind of pickup system. Why you ask? Because you see every horror game out there have some kind of pickup system, right? But I had to sleep after all the work that I have done, so it is a problem for the day 3. So for the pickup system, I thought of a crowbar that you will pick up to destroy something. That's why I added a crowbar and implemented the pickup logic. At this point, I was thinking that the 7 stones gonna be spawned randomly in the boxes. For that, I have to make the map first. So this is the map that I built and now it is the time to add the boxes all around the map. That's why I created these boxes blueprints which only can be broken if you have the crowbar. Oh, something I also added and it's very important, which is in-game control GUI, which will show you that what you need to perform something like breaking the box or opening the door. And it seems that this is working fine. Now I have to add some sound effect and background music. And it's done. And it's kind of horrifying, right? Day 4. It is the final day, so I have to finish the game and submit it. So the first thing what I did was making a system to spawn these 7 stones in random boxes which are scattered around the whole map. And look at the logic that I used for this. After that I added the game over screen and now it's time to build the backstory of the game and also the win system so that the player or you can finish the game. So for that I thought to make a dialogue system with my own voice so that you guys can feel a bit more engaged to the game. 3 years ago my father passed away. Since then not a single day has gone by without wishing I could see him one last time.
2,000 years later.
After that, to make the game win system, I imported this door which you have to interact with after getting all of the 7 stones so that you can win the game. So that out of the way, I made the main menu for the game and the game was finished. After that, I packaged the game and submitted it. So yeah, that was my crazy 4-day journey making a game for Brackeys Game Jam. Honestly, it was stressful but also super fun, and I learned a lot while making it. If you want to try this game yourself, the link is in the description, and if you enjoyed this video, also check this video out.